and I quote, "Run a train on the elf."
Can we just retcon that?
No.
And there was a whole lot of friendly fire that helped the enemy. I remember this.
We did friendly fire Hargrams a bit.
There was a fireball that healed all of the enemies. I remember.
There was a fireball that healed all the enemies.
Oopsies.
It's not like you guys fought a lot of fiends, so everybody makes mistakes.
And just a quick TLDR, just for the start of the recap. We came across Frozen Lake. Frozen Lake goes cold, then go hot. We cross Frozen Lake. Then we come Wind Tunnel. Wind Tunnel make Theo and Hargrim go crazy. We also met Air Elemental that Theo unbound. That was Arissy's little blender. Then we came to Deep Gnome City, Gnome with the hard G, that we know was used for testing grounds for the air devastation orb. And then we went to Prisoners.
It's true. You guys haven't explored the ruins of the city very in depth yet.
Not really.
You just kind of like peeked in.
Yeah.
But yeah, based off first impressions, that's what you guys figure happened. Well, that's a inspiration that you can give to another party member if you like. Does anybody else feel like they would like to add anything? Well then. After providing some mending to Bollix and Khazra, the two of them managed to make their way out with your guidance. Both of them saying that they will find some way to repay you after their wounds have been taken care of and they're far away from this place. For now, though, we return to our intrepid adventurers. Down in the depths of the howling caves, the dark caverns, approaching ever closer to the manifest zone of air. Arguably the best known and most important manifest zone that is responsible for keeping the towers of Sharn reaching ever higher towards the heavens. What would you like to do?
We could go check out that gnome city. If anybody's interested, that is.
Yeah, they might have good tiny loot.
Just a small amount of loot. I think that was back up here.
What's up here, my good sir?
The entrance of the gnome city.
Hey, Shabazz.
Don't ask me, ask him.
That's okay. I had a different question, but all right.
Oh, okay.
Can I continue riding on the horse with you?
No, that's the answer. Don't ask me, ask him.
Oh, okay.
I was right. I had the right answer.
You did. It's just that I'm not smart enough to understand. Zayez, can you grace me upon your back?
Of course, my lady. Without question. For a pure and innocent maiden such as yourself.
The purest.
You're bullshit.
Yes, very pure.
you are approaching the middle of the town. Also, if you guys hear thunder,
Uh-huh.
that's what's happening outside. It's not in game. And I guess if I suddenly lose power, which I shouldn't have because I have that thing,
Yes.
but
Should have a UPS.
just there's lightning storm happening outside.
Wonder if you're getting the storm I had 2 hours ago.
Oh, maybe.
Hmm.
The weather report does say it's coming from the south, so
You're welcome. It wasn't that bad.
it doesn't look too bad, but there's the occasional big crash. Anyways, dwellings carved in the walls of this cavern have been torn asunder by some intense force. Ruins of several dwellings resemble gaps in the walls and piles of rubble. Scores of small humanoid corpses are scattered among the ruins. The homes are sort of literal holes in the wall, burrows carved into the sides of the stone, where you are standing would serve more as a sort of town square or marketplace for communal gathering. However, almost all evidence of that has been swept away. Theodosius, among everyone, you have the most first-hand experience. Your mind reflexively returns back to the ruins of the family estate. After Aresi had used the first devastation orb that kicked all of this off, Ara Derringer.
I'm just healing up to you.
I see.
Don't worry about me.
Theo, you also feel through the weapon in your hand that there is a tremendous amount of residual storm aspected ether, both air and lightning, that is present. Almost like a residual fallout. In this particular place, you wouldn't be surprised if casting spells that use air or lightning might come more naturally or more fluid than under normal circumstances, or perhaps more powerful. I would like perception checks from the entire party.
Oh, I see that.
Oh yeah.
Where the fuck is perception?
Oh, I'm still the mayor.
Why can't we all just have the same sheet? There we go.
I think we do.
No,
That's persuasion.
That's persuasion? God damn it.
That was awesome.
No, I'm talking about Foundry. Skills are all different sheets. And,
Oh, and Pathfinder? Yeah.
yeah. Going back between the two really fucks with my brain.
I understand. But we will go with your first roll for fairness' sake. So that's 18 plus 7.
Yeah.
Bring you up to a 25.
Thank you.
Unless my math is already knackered at the beginning of game.
Damn. Wow, it's great. I'll be honest.
Shabazz, you feel that something is amiss. Your pipes of haunting sort of dance on your chest, causing you pause. And when you stop and listen, your skill with the occult and the arcane shows you signs, the occasional movement in some ruins, some shapes in the shadows. Under normal circumstances, many would write these off as tricks of the eye, but you know better. There are malign spirits, and they are approaching, hoping to ambush your party.
Oh no.
Do you warn your companions?
Wait, our telepathic bond is back up again, right?
It is.
It-
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it never went down. It just temporarily was disabled in that little wind tunnel.
Because of that crit, none of you are surprised.
Oh.
But you do find yourself in dangerous company. As a number of wailing souls, twisted, lightning suffused specters of raging deep gnomes reach out from the walls to exact their vengeance on any creature that breathes, their anger stripping them of their reason. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Wow, that's fucking horrific, but good job.
Oh shit. He's
I mean, it makes sense. Shabazz rolls the highest.
Mhm.
We are going to begin with Shabazz. Because of your critical, you do notice that there's something strange about these ghosts. There are crackles of lightning within their ectoplasm. So, as much as you might know about spooks and specters of the typical sort, you think that the environment might have affected them in some way. How would you like to proceed and kick off round one?
Okay. Measuring, thinking, loading, checking. Um, are we all here? I'm just trying to locate all of us. We're all.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Everyone except Navi. Navi's fucking clear everywhere else but here.
Where is Navi? Where'd that
She's-
token go?
She's way down south.
Oh,
That was a very close ping.
I was just kind of like, that's where I remember seeing it.
That was very close.
All right. Well, let's do this. Guess hypnotic pattern is a 4th level spell.
Oh,
Right on the middle of everybody. Whatever's gonna get the most freaking enemies. And before I
become
do,
charmed.
I would like to pull out my instrument of the bards and strum it while I cast hypnotic pattern to give disadvantage on the saves.
Before you cast that, because of your crit, I will let you roll a religion check before that goes through. No, with the I think we've talked about this before. With your psychic link, Shabazz can, like, as quick as thought, warn you that this is going to happen, so you can decide not to look at it.
Mhm.
10. Okay. Yeah, that's going to go through then. Right. So you cast the hypnotic pattern. None of your teammates need to worry about making a save because of the telepathic link. They know it's coming. They can defend themselves properly. Your DC is 17, or is it 18?
17.
17. Okay.
Oh, wow.
In the very center between Bob and Theo,
Rude.
one of the spirits you identify as actually a wind myrmidon, an air elemental myrmidon, who is right beneath the hypnotic pattern, staring directly into your conjuration, directly into your illusion. It is enraptured and immediately charmed. However, you do notice that the spirits surrounding you aren't as engaged. And you recall, shit. There are types of ghosts and spirits and undead that are immune to the charm condition. And it would appear that both varieties surrounding you here have that immunity.
All right, I would have my Pegasus disengage then and move us back and away.
Very good.
And I believe you should be able to move your token too, Shino. There we go.
Anything else for us?
Yeah, I do have a bonus action left. I just want to check and see how many Bardics I have. Let's give a Bardic to who's next? Or Hargrim.
Thank you, sir.
And how juicy is that dice these days?
It's a D10.
Very nice. Will that be everything?
It is, yeah.
Very good. Get a load of these guys. I'm going to put a picture in a Discord for you. Many of the spirits that you see are angry specters, a pretty typical hostile type of spirit. However, two of them look much more grim in nature and much more controlled as opposed to the specter's unrelenting fury.
Hmm.
One such entity will point towards Jex as its closest opponent. And I will ask from Jex a wisdom saving throw.
He's not at his computer.
God damn it. Then I guess it's Hargrim.
Okay. Okie dokie. Where's my... Oh, I'm good at these.
The skull-faced figures whispers to you. And dark chthonic mutterings wriggle in your ears like maggots in rotting flesh. You suffer waves of painful memories. That is also going to reach Theo and also Jex. I guess I'll just roll for Jex.
What is
I think they trust me enough to do that.
Get him.
Hargrim, you take 20 physical damage.
Ouchies.
And Jex and Theo are going to take 14 psychic damage. Did I say physical? Is it 20 psychic for you, 14 psychic for Theo and Jex?
Oh, no. That's psychic damage, damn it.
What, you didn't foresee that one coming? But I'm... Because psychic damage. But I'm... Anyways.
Didn't see that one coming.
Hey! The spirit is going to retreat backwards as if tempting you away. Hargrim! It is your turn. A screaming deep gnome with electrified hair is screaming in your face.
I will. Bonus action rage.
Very good.
Gonna get big mad. And then I'm just gonna start smacking the guy in front of me with drown.
Get him.
Fuck it. We're going all out. I'm a reckless. I'm gonna put it down, son.
$15 is going to hit.
Beautiful. And then I will swing again.
Not necessary. You kill it with the first attack.
All right. Then I will. Who's in danger?
Roll a dexterity saving throw. You do have advantage. You can see it.
Alrighty. Dexterity. Advantage.
$19 is definitely a success.
Alright. I'm just
You
gonna.
are going to take 4 lightning damage as the specter explodes.
Is that after half? Or is that?
Yes, it would be 8 if you didn't have resistance.
Perfect.
Wait, no, it would have been 8 if you didn't save, but it would have been 4. I guess the saving throw doesn't really matter because it was going to be 4 either way. Anyways, please continue with your turn.
I'll do my second attack on this guy to my north.
Get him.
Where I lost the button. There it is. Any ones or twos? Nope.
It's the same exact damage.
With the exact same result. The Spectre dies.
Beautiful. And then that was what, 5, 10, 15. So,
Take 3 lightning damage after it explodes.
jeez. We're almost out of triple digits. And then I'm just gonna. Not a good idea, but I'm gonna get in front of this guy anyways. And there's my turn.
Very good. Jex, you are being attacked. The Spectre is going to
go.
attempt to strike you. Yes?
Throw hands, ghost.
He doesn't throw them well enough. His tiny, deep gnome fists whiff past you that you easily touch.
Phew.
This gallows speaker has different ideas. As it is going to scream in Hargrim's face.
Okie dokie.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's going to whisper. I forgot which attack we're talking about. Still, it's a pretty rough.
You need a saving throw from me or no?
Yes, wisdom saving throw. Also, pardon me, I messed up before. Hargrim, you need to take another 6 damage from the previous attack. Pardon me.
Okay.
So
No.
you're going to take 16 psychic now from this attack, and with your wisdom saving throw, another 25 on top of that, for a total of 41.
Oh. Oh no.
So how close are you to? Yeah. So up to 3 creatures. 13 psychic damage is going to be transferred to Theo, Shino, and Shabazz.
How
Do
much?
we not get a save?
13, 1, 3.
Rude. Hargrim,
And
Well,
you can get a save.
you have one job.
Just there's blood pouring out of my ears and my eyes. I'm like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
It's all dependent on whether or not Hargrim makes the save, because it echoes out from him.
I see.
This
I do
spectre.
appreciate you moving back in range so you could get us though, Hargrim.
Well, this specter is going to go after Theodosius. Big miss. You can use your reflex to make an attack of opportunity if you'd like, Theo.
Yes. And yeah, because that is, I'm going to use my maneuver. So because he is a whiff, could I still use my maneuver and add my, do I still have to spend a superiority die
You can spend it if you want.
or, because it's like, it's a fatal, it's a
So,
hard miss.
if you're just using like a normal attack of opportunity for
Mhm.
their whiff, you don't spend a superiority die and you don't add the die to the damage. You basically have the option to apply an extra damage dice if you want. And also, because you're a battle master, they don't need to roll a critical 1. Right?
Yeah.
Anytime they miss, right? So it's up to you. You can take a little bit extra, a little bit less damage, and not spend the resource, or spend the resource and do more damage. It's up to you.
We'll just hit him regular without the maneuver.
You get him. Wow. That is going to be 9 damage.
Yep, I had a feeling.
Ooh.
Still quite substantial for this creature. The air elemental Myrmidon is going to be thinking of different times, better times, happier times. And there is where they will likely stay. This gallows speaker is going to be targeting Jex with suffering echoes. Jesus Christ. Well,
Rip.
that's going to be 29 psychic damage to Jex.
This guy?
Yeah, that's the guy who did it.
Oh no.
Which guy did it?
I got it.
Now no guy did it.
Oh,
What the fuck?
wow. Okay, I tried.
Well, we're gonna take the first set of rolls because that's what was rolled. So yeah, that's 29 damage for Jex. With another 13 on top of that.
I think I got a silvery barbs it too.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, let's see him.
I almost wanted to do it. Like, goddamn, that's funny.
You know, in Pathfinder, they only let you do that once.
You know, I already.
So that's gonna be a miss. Where are your advantages going, or is this a Dutch rudder situation where you just hand them to each other?
I'll give mine to Hargrim.
Jex.
Very good. That does end up being a
Thank
miss, so
you.
no wisdom saving throw is necessary. No damage occurs.
Oh, 20 misses? Nice.
That Jexer has a lot of AC. Yeah, I mean, if we were just starting out, I would agree. But we've gone through this like whole campaign with the 5e ruling. So let it stand. Maybe in the future.
Teddy,
Yeah.
I think that actually does hit. I just didn't have blade dancing ticked off from the end of last session.
You fucking guy. What's your AC normally then?
19.
Can you shield it?
Hey, that is something, yeah.
Hmm? Can you shield? Will you shield it?
I probably should. These guys hit hard.
It's shielded. the gallows. Now you've used all of your reactions.
All of them but one.
Good thing the round ends with us.
Oh, wait. No, Theo did use his reaction, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Jex, what would you like to do? Also, you know what's frustrating about this move? Can't use it against the bobs. Can't
'cause it's
use
not a
it
living
against
creature?
the bobs. Well, they don't have a brain to psychic.
Oh.
Okay, so bonus action blade dancing, I guess. And then just kapow kapow the one in front of me.
Both of those are gonna hit. The first attack is gonna kill it. You can choose another target if you'd like. For your
I'll
second
choose
attack.
the one in front of Theo. Do you want me to re-roll or take the second?
You'll take the second. We'll just take away the sneak attack damage.
Sounds good.
So that looks like it's gonna be 4. No, 13, which is gonna kill that other specter. So I need a dexterity saving throw from both. No, Theo automatically passes. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. And the Bobs, actually. The Bobs need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh man, rip Bobs.
Not Shino, you're fine.
That's for Tio.
Oh wait, for Tio. Tio is also fine.
Don't forget, those Bobs should still have temporary hit points.
That is true. The Bobs are going to take 10 lightning damage. Tio is going to take 5 lightning damage.
Okay.
Theo is going to take nothing. Jex is going to take 5 lightning damage.
Nope. Forgot to add a 4.
That's what I call some vulnerability to lightning damage. Yeah, welcome to the big leagues, Baloo. We'll get into the levels where things get fucking nuts.
He said, I'm gonna kill Hank today. That's what he said.
One of these days, y'all are gonna run out of reactions and we're gonna die.
You know what I was thinking? As a quick aside, I was thinking, because I know there's been a lot of sentiment of like, we'd still like to play, right? I was playing around with the idea of like, if you guys want, after this campaign completes, doing a non-canon, taking these characters into the Tomb of Horrors, and just see what happens.
Thea would die immediately.
Don't give me that hope.
I'm down.
I'm totally down. My build would be great as long as we can find the rest.
I'd have to be quiet for like the first little bit and let others experience it.
No, I'll just change it.
Oh, you fucky.
I hope you guys get used to the sound. I rolled to inspect.
I poke it with a 10-foot pole.
Come on.
Anything else from Jex?
That's all. Show us what you got, Theo.
All right.
Theodosius?
So we're going to what are we doing today? I'm gonna cast what's around me? Not enough. I want to hit multiple people. There we go. And then that works. Okay, so I'm going to bonus action Misty Step to, I believe, here. And then, yes. Oh, wait, shit. Just kidding. Sorry, I was like, I'm gonna do lightning bolt, but they're immune to lightning bolt. Um,
Well, we don't know about these guys. No one's touched these guys.
This is when I turn to the audience and say, Theodosius is absolutely correct. But I'm not going to stop him if he commits.
I am not going to commit because I have a high intelligence. Theo has a high intelligence. I was okay. Alright, just gonna fuck it. We're gonna go. Um, I'm not gonna bonus action Misty Steps. I'll put myself back here.
Oh, it's a con save.
Um, Fuck it.
Telepathically, I want to remind Theo that there got a CC'd one in there too.
Yeah, he can't really take damage unless you want him to awaken him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do him at the moment. What I am going to do is we're just gonna do a cool little scorching ray at a 3rd level.
Hell yeah.
2 to him, 1 to him. Oh, I wanted to upcast that. So add an additional. Oh, it just creates an additional ray. So we'll do 2 here, 2 here. So let me just put that there.
Very good. 21 is going to get past their defenses. So they are both going to take. Let me just check their resistances. They're both going to take a 22 damage.
Okay, fire's fine.
And then we're still going to bonus action Misty Step, but we're going to go here. Here.
That's what confidence sounds like.
And that'll be my turn.
No, it's your turn to go, go, go.
Here's a couple things I could do. A couple.
Yes.
They've been dishing out psychic damage, so that makes me think they're immune to psychic or have resistances to psychic. They're certainly undead. So I think we're gonna do some testing.
Mm-hmm.
This will not be necrotic.
What will it be?
I'm casting at the 4th level, so my 4th level damages are acid or psychic. Since Tio is, well, no, I guess Tio could test the psychic theory. All right, we'll go acid because I have vitriolic sphere. And as for the, it's just gonna be this, so I don't hit this guy.
There's the one fella.
Just the one guy.
Very good. Your DC is 15 or is it 16?
It is 16.
Yes. That is a failure.
Nice.
And thus he takes 20 acid damage.
Nice. Okay, so since Hargrim was in that Wither and Bloom, you can expend up to, I believe, 3 hit dice.
Okay,
That's true.
It's each level above second, including second. So it's second, third, and fourth. That's 3 hit dice. You can expend 3 hit dice, and you add +4 to, well, 3 hit dice +4 because that's my casting modifier. And you can regain that much.
oh, that's what 40, 48 total.
Look at that juice.
So acid is fine. That's good to know. I don't think I have any more acid spells unless I upcast. Navi's my bonus is gonna be to move Navi, but that's not gonna incorporate in the fight at all because she's so far away. And then I guess that ends Prime's turn because I'm good on movement. That was the goal, buddy. And Tio, I'll take her turn and flank with Hargrim.
Very nice.
Target the little fuck mook in front, and we will 1, 2.
Both of those are going to hit.
Nice.
That's piercing damage.
It says piercing, but it's psychic.
It's psychic. Okay.
Yeah.
I just needed to make sure.
Yeah, it says piercing by default, but since I have... Oh, wait. No, I guess the breath is psychic. So, no, this is piercing.
It is going to take 14 damage.
Oh, this isn't considered magical. Okay.
It is considered magical.
And why does it have resistances? Or it just has resistance to magical?
Because it's a ghost. It's a special ghost.
Interesting. All right. And then
It still has a natural undead resilience to the material. At least that's what it appears to you.
Gonna continue in its threat radius. And we'll do a psychic breath this direction to not hit Hargrim
Very good.
for 3 psychic.
And it is a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, is that my spell save DC? Oh, well, it passes. Never mind.
It is your spell save DC.
All right. And then
Excellent. It takes 2 psychic damage.
Okay, so is that 2 psychic because it passed its save or because of
Yes.
resistance?
No.
Okay.
Yes and no in that order.
Okay.
It does not appear to be resistant to psychic damage itself.
Okay. So just because it casts it doesn't mean it is. All right. And then I moved Navi 30 feet and end my turn. Navi would have moved with Chino's turn, but I didn't want to fuck around with that quite yet. I'm done.
This is true. And round 2, we will begin with Shabazz after we come back from our break because that ended up being perfectly timed. When we get back, Shabazz is going to lead us into round 2 against the remainder of these Gallows speakers. Empty yourselves, water yourselves, whatever you need to do. And I'll see you guys when we all come back. have returned, fellas. Not sure who else is here, but I have returned.
That was a jump scare.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I am also here.
And welcome. So yeah, these gallows speakers, they talk some mad shit.
Yeah, wisdom's not my strong suit.
Everybody needs to have a weakness. Sorry?
I was gonna say that's why I gave you a barb's advantage.
Yeah, I do have the Boz as the Bardic too, but I didn't want to waste it on that nat one I rolled on the last one. So.
Yeah. Donde.
Well,
I-
I don't speak Latin.
Es español. I'm here.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not big on. I know it's really like not very good Canadian of me, but I'm not big on French either.
Yeah. You're not Eastern Canadian, so I think it's okay. Or at least you don't. Never mind. I'll shut up. I'm making
Huh?
assumptions. I'm making
Yeah?
assumptions.
I do put maple syrup on shaved ice and think it's a treat and not a way to con children out of $2. Welcome back, Mud.
Isn't that just a leafy snow cone?
Maple leafy snow cone. Those are also not cons to get $2 away from children. That said, considering that we are all here, let us continue.
Just quickly, I want to see if Theo would like to participate in the age check. Everybody else did it. How old are you?
I'm older than Google.
How old is Google?
Would it help if we all did it again? I'm 44.
35.
Uh,
33 since we're going in order.
I'm 26.
Bro. Okay.
Cat, you've lost your status.
Yeah, I guess.
It didn't even last that long.
I'm genuinely surprised.
You seem so mature.
I get that a lot. I am a very old soul.
Mm-hmm.
I had a good hearty gut laugh for about 5 minutes yesterday morning about a fart joke.
I mean, those are some of the best kind.
Thank you. Not required. I was just curious.
Yeah, when I first started, my coworkers thought I was like 25 and I was 18. And so they were truly they were truly shocked that I was like, "Wait, you're not at least 20?" I'm like, "No, I'm 18."
Can you imagine if like that conversation never came up and it was like 10 years later and like, wow, you're pickling well.
Pickling well. That seems like it could have a different
Look at Jax. Another consumer of trauma. That's still fresh, bud.
Speaking of trauma, Shabazz, would you like to deliver some?
Wow.
There's what, 3, 4 of them alive?
There's 3 of them.
Well, that Myrmidon is there too, right?
Oh, yeah, but he's fucking.
Is it religion only on the roll to ID them?
Yes. By 5e's rules, yeah.
Can I trade a IDM again?
Sure thing. Religion check. 16, that beats the DC. Let's see what you find out. These entities are known as gallows speakers. They arise from places of mass death, or sites where creatures regularly meet their doom. Over time, pain-racked phantoms and lingering souls combine into an entity that knows death in myriad forms. Such amalgamated spirits are tormented by their collective pain, endlessly moaning disjointed final thoughts as they lash out at the living. Having known untold deaths, gallows speakers can predict suffering, foreseeing dooms leveled against them, and overwhelming their foes with visions of innumerable violent deaths. So you know that they do understand language. They very rarely participate in conversation. You know the following. They have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing attacks, even from magical attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Their primary strengths when it comes to saving throws are charisma and wisdom. They are immune to necrotic and poison, and you are guessing, because of the air-aspected ether residue that's around here, that they might also have resistance to lightning, maybe? But that's kind of a maybe. Wait, no, you guys established that because Theo is like, yeah, I'm not gonna hit him with a lightning bolt. They're just gonna not give a shit. Their primary strength, though, is that they have condition immunities out the wazoo. Immune to necrotic and poison damage, but as far as immunities are concerned, they are immune to charmed, exhaustion, frightened, grappled, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, prone, and restrained. They have a true sight out to 60 feet. And even among ghosts, they have the curious ability to see and sense beyond the veil of the material and ethereal planes, and vice versa. And I would tell you about their Suffering Echoes attack, but you've been witnessing it firsthand. Oh yeah, and like most ghosts, they have incorporeal movement. They can go through walls. But if they're stuck in an object, they take damage, and they don't need air, food, drink, or sleep.
I would convey all that telepathically, so everyone knows.
Very good. This is why you bury your dead, or cremate them, or whatever. This is why funerary services are important. Then you get gallows speakers, like you get cockroaches.
We're gonna Eldritch Blast him.
Get him! Blam! 8 damage. Pow! That's another 4. And another 10 on top of that.
And I'll hit him one more time with it because of my bracers.
Hell yeah. And with all 4 strikes, pow, 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 your Eldritch Blast destroys the gallows speaker.
Nice.
Got anything else for us?
Shino, you think we're close enough? You want to move up a little bit?
I think Navi's swinging around the back, but being a little closer wouldn't hurt.
All right, I will move up a bit then.
Might I recommend not being within 30 feet of someone? But it's okay. You move, I go with you.
Well, I don't know where we're gonna go and not be within 30 feet. We can go over, like to here. I think we're still 30 feet with Hardgrum, but he's going to move up, I think.
You do your best judgment.
Yeah, we're good here. I think. Probably not, but we'll find out. Okay, in a turn.
We have a gallows speaker who's going to try and attack Jex.
Oh, hello.
He misses. Hagrum, it is your turn.
Okie dokie. We're gonna bonus action dash 35 feet. And then we're just gonna stroll on up the last 15. And I'm gonna. Well, this has advantage either way, right? Because of the advantage that Dino gave me. But I'll reckless anyways.
So you can keep on to your advantage if you're recklessing.
Yep. And swing one.
That's gonna hit.
And
It's gonna hit big.
and swing a two. Oh, there's a two, right? Can I reroll twos? I don't remember. It's been too long.
Yes, you can.
Okay, okay. It's
Yeah, let's see that one.
You mean a 7?
That's another 20 damage. Very nice.
And I will. Let's just. I'm gonna bonus action second wind. Just because. Which does that. And
Right
D10.
after bragging about the triple digits.
Hell yeah.
Very nice.
And that's that.
The air elemental Myrmidon is going to happily sit on his own thumb. Sure is. And the gallows speaker is going to be attacking Hargrim with advantage.
Alrighty. Yes.
Hargrim, you are... Well, make that wisdom saving throw.
I am going to use the bardic inspiration regardless, I think.
Are you also going to use the
You can use
advantage
the-
granted?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, that too.
That's why I gave it to you, buddy.
I don't need the bardic. I did say I'd use it, though, didn't I?
Yeah, but you hadn't rolled yet, and bardic inspiration allows you to use it after a roll. So, by that logic, you can also not expend it if you don't want to.
Okay, take backsies, yeah.
Well, that's 23 psychic, but you do not take the 18, and you keep those whispers contained within your own mind.
Beautiful.
Jackster.
I guess we're just gonna put 2 into Spooky in front of me.
Destroy. Yep. Both of those hit. Blam. Kerblam. For a total of 27. Rounded up, that is 28, so he is going to reduce that to 14.
Fair enough.
Just the one Bob runner coming around back.
Gotta take a minute. But 2 bobs with a ding ding.
Wow! Those are both going to hit. Good job, Bobs. You do a total of 7 damage.
Hell yeah, let's go, Bobs. Alright, that's all for me.
Theodosius.
All right. I'm gonna just move forward. 1, 2, 3,
Great and powerful
4.
Theodosius.
Yeah, I bet they're immune to necrotic damage, most likely.
They are. They are immune to necrotic and poison, according to Shabazz, and a million conditions.
But they're not immune to psychic. All right.
This
Oops.
is true.
Making sure. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna cast Mind Sliver. And we're gonna add my evocation stuff to that. Which
Mind Sliver is an intelligence saving throw.
bloop. Yes. And then I believe, hang on.
Good information.
And then we're gonna add an additional, because it's evocation, we're gonna add an additional 3 points of damage. So 17 points of psychic damage.
Very good. You sliver the gallows speaker's mind. Is all of the different voices that make up its consciousness all split out in different directions. Ghostly faces tearing themselves apart from the central head in myriad different angles, disfigured, wailing voices. You don't destroy it. You get darn close, and he does not look like he's having a good time. Anything else from Theodosius?
No, I'm okay. That'll be my turn.
Shino, what do you have for us?
This guy,
Get him.
he's gonna get a fucking Lance of the Psychic. Oh, that's not good damage. Oh, and he saved. Damn it!
We're gonna silvery barbs. That save.
I've been to Eton. No!
Oh,
I've been to Eton.
It's too late to ask, but I forgot if. Well, it doesn't matter. He saved, so. Oh well.
He's going to take 11 damage. He is otherwise unaffected. Who is getting your big advantage there, Theo?
I will give it to Jax.
Very good. That sneak attack damage, no matter where you are, has got to feel nice.
Wait,
Wait. Sorry, I jumped the gun.
I have Tio's turn.
What would you like to do?
Move here.
Yes.
One melee to this guy.
Huh?
Oh shit.
He is destroyed. Obliterated.
And actually, I can shift over here. Give super advantage.
Yes. That is physical.
Yeah.
It'll be 7 damage.
And no breath because allies. Now I'm done.
Understood, Skis Shabazz. One enemy remains. Wait, no. There's two, but you got one on lock for the time being, for the next 45 seconds or so. What would you like to do with these 6 seconds presented to you?
Would you allow me to hit the CC'd one with my net and not break the CC because it doesn't cause damage?
Interesting. You know what? If you are willing to also spend your bonus action, yes, you can toss a net over him very carefully and not break the condition.
All right.
The use of the bonus action sort of representing like taking extra care to not bring him out of his stupor, right? But he's grappled.
Restrained.
He's restrained. Oh no, and he doesn't even know. Let me double check. Yeah, he's not immune to restraint, so here we go. You wrap him up like a candle knight's present. Very good.
I'd move back out of range again, so we can't get 30 feeted or whatnot.
He doesn't even notice.
And in my turn.
We have a gallows speaker here who's going to attack Tio. I believe Tio is struck with 15 psychic damage, and I would like Tio to make a wisdom saving throw. Hell yeah. For me, Tio, you are going to take a total of 28 psychic damage. And let's see who I'm getting here. Hargrim and Theo and Jax are all going to take 14 psychic damage.
Rude.
I'll go ahead and move Shino. And that will be the Gallo Speaker's turn, bringing us to Hargrim.
Alright. We're gonna pull out the flame tongue. And bonus action, I'm gonna say it's getting hot in here.
Very good. Whoosh!
And then I'm gonna charge. And I'm gonna take some swings at this guy.
Hell yeah, you are flanking with a Bob, so you have advantage.
Beautiful.
Bob gives you a little bony thumbs up from over the Gallo Speaker's shoulder.
But 2 2s?
Those are 2 2s. You can re-roll them both.
They're both D6s. There's one.
Okay.
But one of them stays at 2.
It looks like 18 damage altogether.
Beautiful. And then if he's still up, I'll swing again.
Get him.
There's a 1 in there.
Re-roll that shit.
That's 3. Yeah.
That is going to be 26 damage. This is going to be very irritating as he is left with a sliver of life.
That's fine. And that's it.
Excellent turn. The Myrmidon is going to do shit. Jix. It is your turn.
I guess the only thing to do is finish it off.
Destroy him. The final gallows spirit is destroyed, falling away into a small pile of ashes and ectoplasm. Only one enemy remains, and he is thinking about something else.
Should have set this up for next turn when Hargrim closes the gap. That'll be all for me.
Very good. Theodosius, it is your turn.
Right.
Hey, just a quick question. Is a Myrmidon, is that an elemental? Does your dominate whatever from your staff work on him?
Does Myrmidon?
We've tried this before.
Yeah, I think they're.
Oh, is that the one that just wouldn't do it?
Yeah.
Theo still forced it to, but it didn't work. But Windbane, like, refused.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if Drown has the same ability.
Just for water element.
But I forget. Did we just figure out if it is? Well, it's currently under. It's restrained, correct?
And incapacitated right now.
And charmed.
Step it in the bag, hold it. It's a pocket Myrmidon.
It finds all our gear in there and comes out better equipped than when we sent it in.
Well,
Tickle it.
I mean, I could cast ice spell that binds it in place for a whole minute, but that would damage it, and it would lose concentration.
That's the only enemy left.
Yeah, it
Come.
doesn't matter for that anymore.
If you aren't gonna hit it, I am.
Because he's restrained too, so I'm pretty sure you have advantage for attacks on restrained.
This is a cone. It's a. I will.
I would imagine he's probably got disadvantage for dex saves too, then, huh?
Each creature in a 30-foot cone. Second level, so 3 creatures. Let me just make sure. Okay, so Bob and Hargrim are safe. We'll do Rhymes Binding Ice. And we'll add +3 to the cold damage. So 16.
It is going to fail, considering the circumstances. And so, is going to be pushed out of its stupor. But it's going to take 16 damage.
Yeah.
And it's hindered by ice formations for 1 minute. So it has a movement of 0. Very good. It starts thrashing around. It starts to spin as if it's going to become like a small tornado to get away from you guys. But it is in a magic net that is keeping it in place and is frozen to the ground because of Ryan's binding ice. What else would you like to do?
Well, can't get me, so I'm just gonna step back a little bit.
He can't even attack you with his flail.
Nope.
Well, then I guess it's Shino's turn, right?
All right, let's slap one of these on the Miradon, of course. Move Navi as a bonus. We'll fill up the gap Theo left. With Theo. Yeah, buddy?
Can I bonus action drink a potion?
Sure.
And then 1, 2 on the Myrmidon. No breath.
Those are all going to hit, dealing a total of 23 damage. As 11 damage is recovered
Oh,
to Theo.
and my Mind Sliver save?
Well, the Mind Sliver was taken into account for Rhyme's ice. Oh wait, no, there's a new one. I see.
Yeah. Yeah, this is my Mind Sliver.
Well, I don't think he passes. What's your DC?
16.
He's gonna take that 5 damage. Juicy. That's incorrect.
I was gonna say that's a big drop in health.
Yeah. There we go.
Alright, that's it. I'm done.
Round 4, Shabazz.
Are we not gonna try to talk to him at all then, Theo? We just blast him?
You know, he didn't listen the first time, so I'm okay.
In the tongue of Jin and air elementals Oron, the Myrmidon expresses, that was a different guy. We're all individuals. You might get a different response from me.
Yeah, if he lives through the blast, then all bonus action Hexblades curse him.
And not knowing your relationship. Ow!
Oh, nice. Oh, nice.
Wait. That last one misses. Wait, does it? No, yes, it does. There's a 4th in the chamber, though, right?
No, I did bonus action for the curse. So.
Oh, right. Well, that's a lot. Wow. 30 damage.
That was a good crit.
That was a good crit. Hargrim?
I'm just gonna charge up with my flaming sword. And I'm gonna just whack him.
You have advantage, he's still restrained.
Yeah, flank.
Man. Yeah, you have advantage for a whole bunch of reasons.
And if that doesn't kill him, I'll do it again.
Yeah, this flame tongue greatsword is
Then you're gonna have to do it again.
fucking bonkers.
Oh, there's a 1. There's a 1. There's a 1.
That's It's 50 damage, I think.
Well, it's 54.
54 damage. You kill him.
Beautiful.
Tear him apart.
At least he didn't get raped by his cronies.
That's true. And he turns into wind and returns back to his home realm. Would we like to continue, gentlemen?
Yes.
Well, now that you have excised the spirits, you may investigate the ruins. There might be something salvageable here, in which case I would allow each of you to roll an investigation check if you want. Keep in mind there are only so many prizes, so even if you succeed, there's less than there is less than there's less than 5 major things that can possibly be found.
Could I just remain on the Pegasus and give Shino advantage instead of rolling myself?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'll use my bardic.
Very good.
I rolled better.
Okay, it's just a 1. It's fine.
I was inspired, just not very.
17. And if Jax wants to participate with an investigation, he is more than welcome to. Holy
Damn.
shit.
Good job.
Well, all right then.
It's almost like that was his day job before this all started.
Jex, my man, I would like for you to roll a D100.
7s. Oh, 52, that's a good one.
You find a durable case that has a curious crest on it. It's made out of a beautifully lacquered wood, but is covered in what appears to be a layer of salt at the bottom. And coral. On the top, there's a symbol that is a circle with a sort of like a cresting wave and a lightning bolt. On the inside, you find a potion. The potion is in a large, like 1 liter, 1 liter glass bottle that is shaped like a spiraling watery vortex.
I don't know
The
what's in this
contents,
bottle, but it's gonna be cool.
the contents is a liquid with that is sort of like a deep ocean blue, but every once in a while it sort of pulses with a purple color that sort of like runs along the vortex shape. You can do detect magic if you want.
No, it would get rid of Dio. Because they're both concentration.
I'll do detect magic as a ritual while, like, as everyone was looking.
It is in fact magical. It's quite potent magic. Transmutation in nature.
It is magical. Transmutation.
An identify
Wonder what it's
spell.
gonna transmutate me into.
An identify spell will be able to tell you that, or an Arcana check of considerable difficulty.
We take those odds. Nice.
Should I try?
Oh.
It's worth it. I'm doing it.
Oh!
What the fuck?
You know what this is. You know that crest. You've been studying as a rune knight recently, correct? You've been studying the ways of the giants. That is the crest. It's an archaic crest, it's an old crest of the previously thought to be extinct storm giant people of the Maelstrom. So, if you're not mistaken, this should be a potion of storm giant strength.
Ooh.
It will increase the drinker's strength to 29
What?
for the duration of 1 hour.
That's the big boy giant strength.
That's a good one.
Well, I guess this is yours then, Hargrim.
I mean, if you insist, and I'll take it immediately.
You also know it will turn your skin either blue or purple, and you will look like the guy from Reacher.
That guy's built. I'm assuming we're not talking about Tom Cruise.
We're not talking about Tom Cruise.
The guy's name's like what, Alan Richardson or something?
Yeah. Rickman.
Alan Rickman.
As Hardrum shrinks 2 inches because it is Tom Cruise.
Wasn't there someone else who played Jack Reacher?
Look at this fucking.
Yeah, that guy's fucking huge.
He's like 6'7" too.
In the words of a good friend of mine, he's built like a brick shit house.
Santa's pretty good.
Storm Giant.
Why is a chest like that doing in a place like this?
I don't know, but Shino, please roll a D100 for me.
My favorite kind.
I mean, they're all gnomes. They probably had to move stuff occasionally.
Are they regular gnomes or are they hard G gnomes?
You know how tempted I was to say ghost with the hard G when they showed up?
They're ghosts.
Hosts. Fuck me running. I guess there's a theme.
Okay.
You haven't noticed. You haven't noticed before, but a lot of these like gnome bodies, they're for like small creatures, they're pretty yoked. As Shino comes across a curious pair of gauntlets.
Oh, Hargrim.
Hmm?
Do you want a permanent strength boost?
A pair of gauntlets that have the visage. They seem to be made out of mithril and adamantine and gold, and they depict two snarling faces, screaming faces of some kind of giant kin creature. These are gauntlets of ogre power. I should ask you guys to do an identify, but fuck it. It's too late now. These are gauntlets of ogre power. By attuning to them, they do require attunement. It will, while you're wearing them, increase one's strength score to 19.
I already have that.
Wait, hold
It
on.
is time for Muscle Wizard.
I have my bracer's defense, but
Aren't you wearing armor?
Muscle Shabazz kind of sounds cool. Though. Let's just talk about that.
You are wearing armor, so your gauntlets of defense don't do anything.
wait, hold on. Let's make sure that
I just don't know what I would give up for attunement because I like what I have attuned right now.
It's fair.
I
but
still have open attunements.
Oh, I don't have them. Just kidding.
I joked Shabazz would
But
be
I'll tell you, I would really be a skill monkey then, for sure.
I mean, rogues can finesse.
It's true. Sneak attack only requires you to use a finesse weapon. It does not necessarily mean you need to use finesse as the stat. But you're using a gun, so that kind of locks you out of using strength.
I mean, there's times that I would like to be able to strength something just so I could use some of the other magic cantrips for this build, but...
Word. You know, okay, so just as an aside, I think it's horseshit that if you are proficient... So here's what I think. I think that the rule that you can't use natural weapons or unarmed attacks or sneak attack or smite is fucking bullshit. If you are proficient with those things, if you are, say, a monk or you take Tavern Brawler or something along those lines, and you have proficiency with unarmed strikes, you should be able to use them for sneak attack and smite. I'm just saying. Anyways, please continue.
I know, you make me want to play a monk pally, but you say you're not going to run anything, and that's 4 main stats, but that's not the point.
I mean,
Oh, this is.
if we play Star Wars 5e, there's double Jedi. Jedi Guardian, Jedi Sentinel, baby. Please continue.
I guess everyone wants to be buff.
It's true, but we have one more item that you have discovered.
Oh.
Specifically, Theo has discovered it. Theo, please roll a D100 for me.
Please be something strength related.
Let's be something wild.
You find a potion of cold resistance.
Ooh.
Okay.
You know it's a potion of cold resistance because it's slightly warm to the touch, and it's labeled potion of cold resistance.
That actually might come in handy when we go to the water side of things.
Yeah, I think so too.
Wait a second. Did I already have a potion of storm giant strength? Now there's 2 in my inventory.
Party Lou.
Don't Baldur's Gate 3 it and have it in your inventory after you've beat the game.
No, it's been in there since before we got the flame tongue. Great sword.
Yeah, you've been waiting for that, haven't you?
This implies that in ancient times, storm giants were hanging around here. They're just like, hey, little friend, like Hulk in Endgame giving out tacos to Ant-Man, but it's just potions of giant strength. Keep these, little ones. The ball's in your court, gentlemen.
Does anyone want those gauntlet bracers? Or the ogre gauntlets?
I could take them, but I'm full on attunements, so you can have them.
Do you like what you have? Because you would benefit from these, but more than I would.
I have Wind Vane, Wings, and my Cloak of Protection, so I'm happy with what I have for now.
As you're happy, Hargrim already has a higher than a 19. Would be good on Jex because he can finesse, but his gun is Dex, so that's moot. Unless you still want him anyways.
I mean, I kind of do, just because I don't really have much for attunement yet, but if you want them for a reason, I'm also cool with it.
I only want them because I like Muscle Mommy Shino now. But that's literally the only reason why I would want it. It would be completely wasted other than just as a joke.
I mean, you do have that sword.
Yeah, but the sword can use my intelligence, which is also a 19.
But now you can pick stuff up.
Or, sorry. Yeah. No, hold on. No, I could use a sword. Because the sword only uses my intelligence if a magical girl transform.
Is she grappling everybody and just holding them in her cleavage?
Scream and I'll suffocate you with my tits.
The boobs are grabbing people. They have their own muscles.
Okay, now I'm taking them just because I don't want that mental image.
Go ahead, bud. Although, if you ever need to drop an attunement slot for something else, I will absolutely take those.
Bet.
Or unless something else better comes along, because I'm only sitting at 2.
I'm gonna go ahead and add those to your sheet.
Oh, thank you.
Fucking stupid. as soon as you finish attuning, Jex goes from this like tall but rather like, rather lean for a half orc. Starts to like fill out the stereotype more literally, is like the chest starts filling out and the abs start coming in. The biceps like squeeze against the inside of your jacket. Your back looks like a topographical map of Corvair. Your jaw becomes more defined.
Hell yeah. Athletics almost jumped to the top of my skills now, too.
As an interesting side effect, your voice is now like locked in like one register lower than it usually is.
Damn, I really chewed on the gravel today.
Well, stage is yours, gentlemen.
Alright.
I say we keep exploring. Since these are old ruins, right?
Yes, and these investigation checks was sort of like a whole sweep of this settlement.
I can tell you guys that this way, the way Theo went, just loops back around to the prison, but from there is another path we haven't took.
Right. I need to drink.
And also if I'm not mistaken, the path you guys are taking is the other side of that storm cloud we saw earlier.
That's what it looks like to you, Theo, as you pass by.
I'm gonna drink a potion of greater healing.
Do it.
That's just 20, right? If I'm just drinking it straight up as an action.
Yeah. Full healing as an action.
Yep.
I think
Max
I
amount of
will.
juice if you lock your lips around. Sorry?
I think I will as well.
If you have any of those Mama half-baked cookies too.
I do not.
Jax, do you want a grater? Do you have a grater?
No, I don't have a grater.
Alright, take one of mine.
Oh, cool.
Take one of mine and chug-a-lug it. Alright, you know what? Can I... I know feeding a potion is an action, but can I, like, still feed him the potion?
Yeah, I mean, if there's consent or a grapple check, I guess.
Come here.
I'm not
Drink
gonna
this potion.
complain.
Theo.
Muscles. Enthralling. Oh, Theo's on the move.
Oh. I didn't know he took off.
Also, I'm just imagining like Shino like reaching out towards Jax like Haley Atwell in like the first Captain America movie when he first comes out of the tube or whatever. The pod.
Yes. Yes.
Theo. This cave has an uneven floor covered with toadstools. The toadstool caps are spotted white, purple, green, and a glowing blue. The blue one in particular is rather large. Some are as low and wide as forest ferns, while others stand as tall as humans, their stems thick as the trunks of trees. Still, others shed a faint light, eerily illuminating a sloped passage leading down to the shore of a placid body of water that also glows dimly. Beneath whispering gusts of air, the sound of dripping water echoes. Because you ritually cast Detect Magic, you can tell that there is much magic absorbed by these mushrooms, more than likely giving them unnatural qualities. Though it will require some checks to determine whether or not they are positive, if they are beneficial, or if they're potentially harmful. Again, the types of toadstools are blue and glowing, green, purple, and spotted white.
Just a blue or glowing? That's it?
Yes, it is also as big as a tree.
Oh, I see.
It's like a big glowing blue 12-foot cock. Just jutting out of the... Enjoy that mental image. You monsters. This is what you've turned me into on Thursday nights. So it is an individual check for each type of mushroom. Or you can just eat them and find out. But it is either a nature check or an arcana check with different difficulties for each, or different information, depending on which one you choose.
Give them an advantage for arcana if they want.
Technically, a bob can attune, I think. But I hope you don't, for a number of reasons.
What's your modifier, Shabazz?
That's definitely fair. I'll respect your wishes.
What?
For arcana, it's just +4.
Okay.
I can do an
I'll
arcana
take-
check. What's yours? I have a +7.
8.
Okay, we can have it.
Alright. 2 dirty 20s.
Which mushrooms were you investigating?
I don't know why, but the spotted white ones. I wrote spotted twice in my notes.
The spotted white toadstools are extremely poisonous. They will give you the poison condition and possibly immediately kill you if eaten whole. So avoid the white spotted mushrooms.
Yeah. Relay that via the telepathic link. Anyone else want to do some investigating, or just fucking mushrooms be mushrooms?
Where I'll kind of carefully meander my way towards the shore. Trying not to touch any mushrooms as best as I can.
If you want
Wait,
to
I'm
harvest the
flying.
Poison ones, we have Bob's.
I'll just fly over them.
You fly over them. What are the bobs doing?
Oh, I said if anyone wants to harvest poison mushrooms, we have Bob's.
That is true.
How tall is the ceiling in here for flight purposes?
It's like 20 feet. So you can hover.
And still avoid the big old mushrooms? Are they all tree size or just the?
No, just the big blue ones, and there's like 3 of them. One of them is bigger than the rest.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Okay, let me describe some shit. Jeez. To the north, Navi, you see that wind blows through the weird stalagmite garden. The rock formations are smooth and contorted, their natural forms weathered to be chaotic and abstract. In addition, you passed a chasm.
Yep.
Several windy tunnels meet at this chasm. Ledges along the cavern walls create natural footpaths above the abyss. You do see the silhouettes of cultists on the other side of one of the passages.
I do indeed.
Down here, Theo, you see a yellow casket resting on the top of a stone column in the middle of a glowing mirror. You do sense magic from the casket, and you can tell that it is ancient hobgoblin in construction. But details other than that will require a closer look. Are any of us messing with any more of these mushrooms?
I think we should harvest some of them and use them later, or try them later.
I mean, there are other kinds to identify.
Yeah. I'd like to identify the magical ones.
Magical.
The Bobs will fill their empty rib cages with poisonous mushrooms in case they get ate by anything.
Very good. Your options are between the big glowing blue ones, the green mushrooms, and I know the map shows that they're all green, but they're not actually, and the blue mushrooms.
I'll do the spotted blue.
All right, Arcana or Nature check.
You're doing Arcana, I'll aid you.
Okay, I'll do Arcana.
The large blue mushrooms are not meant to be eaten in their entirety. You realize it is the sap from those mushrooms, the size of trees that are most valuable, particularly the one in the center, or the largest one. The sap, you and Shino determine, has the effects of a potion of longevity. A potion of longevity will reduce one's physical age by 6 to 12 or 6 to 13 years. If you overindulge, it might start making you older, however, so 1 cup is probably enough.
I have found the potion of eternal life.
Oh, what's his name?
I mean, kind of. Each time you drink the potion, you gain a 10% cumulative chance that it will start aging you instead. So the first drink, there's no penalty, and then after that, it goes up by 10% to have the reverse effect on you. If the Bobs drink it, well, they don't have stomachs, so probably make a mess.
They'll strain out all the tannins at the bottom.
All right. Well, we've done half of them, so
Yes.
I'm gonna start on the purple one.
Okay.
I'll give you advantage.
That's history. That's insight. This one's Arcana. Oh, fucking brother. Ooh.
This actually didn't require a very high DC. These pale lavender toadstools are known as vitality toadstools. They are a common reagent in potions of healing. There are 3 of them that are ripe, and when consumed, will function like a potion of healing.
Oh.
They are safe. They are safe together. There is a chance, because they're not distilled and like prepared properly, that if you eat it raw, it will also cause you to become very, very high.
I see no problems.
Oh, gimme.
You know, I'm usually against drugs, but I feel like this is okay in a pinch.
It's natural. It grew out of the ground. It's fine.
She said in a pinch, Harry's Zabaz pinch me.
I should also say about the potion of longevity, similarly, it's not typically used in potions of longevity as a ingredient, but Theo, you do think that if one drinks it, there is a chance that it will also be like an upper, and will also cause the person to act younger as well.
Interesting.
With everybody's ages that you can see, you don't think anybody would say turn into a child, but maybe like a bold teenager nonsense might start occurring if somebody indulges.
Go from middle-aged to aged.
Do we want to give a attempt on the green mushrooms that remain?
I'll do it.
Nobody. Okay, and daisy chain back and another advantage.
Okay. Theo, there are 2 green mushrooms that are that have magical properties and are ripe, and so can be consumed for a benefit. They will work like potions of heroism.
Oh,
Interesting.
However, you can also probably expect that you will need to make a Constitution saving throw. And if you fail that saving throw, you will also be poisoned for some time. They are toxic. But if somebody is fit and hale, they could probably just brute force through it. They're not like the white mushrooms that will like actively try to kill you.
okay. So we looted 3 purple ones,
Yes,
2 green.
correct.
Are we taking any of the sap? Chino doesn't know this, but Kat knows there's a dwarf across the sea that would kill for a longevity thing.
That is true. You estimate you can probably get 4 doses if you're careful out of the mushroom before you risk like harming it in the long term.
Let's just call it 3 and be safe. Unless someone else is very adamant.
Can you harvest the seeds from these mushrooms and plant them back home?
I probably can't.
Technically.
Go ahead.
Oh, never mind. You should have him roll for that. I was about to go into real world knowledge.
Well, I might give you advantage if you drop that shit.
Okay, on his background of drugs is like, oh, you don't need seeds for mushrooms. You just take a little bit of what you get out of the baggie, grind it up, and put it in some wet parchment for a while, and eventually the spores will start sprouting.
Right.
Advantage on a nature or survival check to harvest a sample.
This one I might be all better than somebody at because of my jack of all
Jack
trades.
of all trades, probably.
What was it? Nature? It's
Or survival.
I got 2 and 3 respectively. Nature's ant.
I got a 4 for nature and a 3 for survival.
I am not proficient in
Technically
either
got
of
a 4
those.
for nature untrained though.
Yeah, mine's untrained as well. Well, since you dropped the little nugget of knowledge, you can. I feel like it's right for you to do the nature check.
Alright, I'm gonna use my advantage I've been holding on to because I want him to be good at drugs.
Backstory. Would you like to use your inspiration?
Bet.
Nice. No drugs for you.
So you collect a sample. You're not quite sure as a sample of what, as spores start floating in the air as you rummage through these mushrooms. Yeah, you're kind of high. By the end of this process, you lose track of what you're doing. For all intents and purposes, you are going to be suffering from the poisoned condition mechanically. At the end of every hour, you can make a Constitution saving throw to get rid of the condition. Or magical healing will also get rid of it as well.
Oh, okay. Bang.
Oh, bet.
You recover 8 HP, and you lose your high.
Daw.
It's apparently I'm into muscles.
I always wondered why I lost out that night.
Someone's sister friends of me. Are we taking any spotted white?
that will require a higher survival check with a DC of 20 to do so safely.
Okay. Yeah, that's.
They are extremely dangerous.
I'm gonna say no, since I could kill you.
Do we have? Did the Bobs already harvest them?
Yeah, the Bobs took some.
Well,
Don't let the Bobs touch you.
Yeah, I won't include the Bob's inventory in my notes then.
Oh, the Bobs need to go touch people soon.
The
Touch down their
Bobs,
stomach bones.
the Bobs can each have one white spotted mushroom.
Hell yeah.
Alright, what kind of shenanigans can we get into 30 minutes?
Can I fly over to the casket and investigate?
Sure. Is anyone going to drink any of the syrup of longevity? It's thick and creamy looking.
Mm.
The Bobs are gonna walk through the water to back Theo up because they're not scared.
I'll take a sip of the sap.
Is there
Okay.
any chance Shabazz thinks it's drugs? He'd have some if he thought it was drugs.
I mean,
Well,
yeah,
you did
through
see
your
what the
second
other
connection.
mushrooms did to Jax.
That's true. Whoever's drinking any sap of longevity, I guess, roll a d6. And then we'll see what's happening with Theo and the Bobs.
Benny and the Jet. So since people are consuming the blue, that means we didn't loot as much. Got it.
Yeah, but you can always get more later
Okay.
as the mushrooms recover.
Maybe.
Okay, Shabazz, you become younger by 7 years.
Cool.
Wow.
Your eyes become a little bit clearer. Your features a little bit more youthful. And similarly, you are embracing a youthful spirit. You don't have that paunch that you were maybe starting to develop. You're feeling lean. And it feels good, man. You're brought back to your Bardic college days.
What happens to Hargrim?
Hargrim is going to become 10 years younger.
Oh,
Not new.
As described with Shabazz. And of course, either of you feel free to add particulars about your new changes in appearance as the ravages of time are reversed. I don't know why, but the first thing that came to my mind was like Argrim turning around, and he has like a bit more thicker hair, and his eyes are like big and wide, and like a little bit sparkly.
Hargrim, if truly is 12, I'm old enough to be his great-great-great-grandmother.
That is 22 in dwarf years.
mm-mm.
So dwarves reach maturity at about the age of 40. You're 22, so I imagine you're around like the 40 to 50 mark. Which suggests that you're a teenager.
Have I been robbing the cradle?
Starts giving Shino kind of dirty looks like.
She said she was 12.
No one ever asked my age, so I just never told anybody.
So now we're walking around with a preteen Hargrim.
Whatever.
No, he was adult before. He's a teenager now.
Wait, so is your younger brother your older brother now?
I think that's ultimately up to you, but yeah, Hargrim is kind of like the equivalent of a 16, 17-year-old.
I'll just roll my eyes and kind of walk this way.
Oh no, what have we done?
I'm so glad people caught my reference. Wow, wee brother. I don't want to drink a potion because I like being the old.
You could get perkier.
All right,
Okay.
don't gotta tell me twice.
Oof.
This. I didn't expect that to work. I was making a joke. So you're going to get younger by 13 years. You are an elf, so there isn't much difference. But yeah, there's a little bit of like anti-gravity happening. Things are a little tighter. Things are a little more, good for you, Shino. You get your hearing back. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't reverse injuries.
Fresh as a daisy.
You're doing what sister is.
Yeah, you're no longer identical twins. You're just weird.
Do you want to try to steal a dose for her too?
Sure. You know what? I'll just put we harvested some 3 blues but consumed all of them.
I would like an investigation check and a perception check from Theo.
Investigation. Bloop. Not with advantage. And perception.
The natural column rises 20 feet and is slick with water and fungus, but that is very little issue for you and your wings. When you get to the casket, it is not that the casket is in and of itself yellow, but it is covered in yellow mold. For the particulars of yellow mold, you will need a nature check, either from yourself or a companion. But you do know that it is dangerous of some kind. 17. Yellow mold grows in dark places. If touched, the mold ejects a cloud of spores that fills a roughly 10-foot cube originating from the mold. Any creature in the area must succeed a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or take poison damage and become poisoned for 1 minute. While poisoned in this way, you will take poison damage at the start of each of your turns. But you can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of his turns.
That's if it gets a spore cloud, or if that's if I like disturb them and touch them.
Touching them will cause the clouds to, like the spores to release, and then being in the spores will cause that poison effect.
Gotcha.
However, you did roll high enough to remember that sunlight or fire instantly destroys the mold. Without any risk, of it releasing spores. It burns up before spores can be released.
We will do.
Fire bolt go.
We'll do a fire bolt centered on the casket.
Very good. You look over your shoulder briefly, and you see that Shino looks different, but weirdly familiar. And you suddenly recall some like old pinups that have been like circling around your freshman year at Arcanics. And then you destroy the yellow mold. Whoosh! It goes up in flames. However,
They are old because she is an elf.
You are unfamiliar. I need the Bobs to roll 2 athletics checks to see if they can get to the top of this column, by the way. So focused on this work, which is delicate, right? You don't want to damage the casket, so you're carefully placing fire bolts to get rid of the mold, which is a success. Okay, the Bobs are in the water. They're having trouble getting up. Oh, jeez. Theo, you don't see the 3 serpentine heads that begin rising above the water. While you are unaware, the creature is already poised to strike by the time the rest of the party is aware of the creature as well.
Oh. I haven't taken a short rest.
And so, how about we roll some initiative?
Oh.
Damn, Shabazz.
God
Fucking
damn.
on it. Clicky. Clicky. Oh, I fucking love this battle music.
Shabazz, you are the first to see the Hydra bring its heads above the water. Through your second connection, you can easily warn the rest of your party, including Theo, of the impending threat. Otherwise, what would you like to do?
Could I make a roll for some info about it? See if I know anything about Hydras or...
Sure thing. Give me a nature check or Arcana.
Jeez.
Wow.
Wasting them all.
This creature, which you imagine has 2 more heads that are hidden beneath the stone pillar, as by nature venom hydras typically have 5 heads in general, prefer to live in sulfurous swamps or areas of high geothermal activity, poisoning the hot springs and lakes where it dwells. A location like this suits its purposes. They are voracious creatures, apex predators, and obligate carnivores. They like the meat. Any creature that comes closer to the water, they like to take advantage of what they're drinking or otherwise distracted. have an easy meal. Their necks give them a terrifying reach in melee combat. However, you know that this particular variation of Hydra, the Venom Maw variant, is capable of spitting highly toxic venom, spit vile secretions at range. And when damaged enough, will likely try to retreat back to its den and continue attacking using this tactic. It is also capable of a venom spray. That's a 30-foot cone. And of course, as is common knowledge with most Hydras, there is a chance that when one head dies, it will grow another. In addition, because of the multiple heads, it has advantage. There's sort of a constant aid effect against saving throws to be blinded, charmed, deafened, frightened, stunned, or knocked unconscious. Mechanically, whenever the Hydra takes 25 or more damage in a single turn, one of its heads dies. You will need to kill all the heads before any heads regenerate to completely destroy the creature. The Venom Maw Hydra is resistant to fire, immune to acid, and is skilled in stealth and perception.
Yes.
You also know that it will be capable of legendary actions.
Oh. This is serious.
And size-wise, how big is he? Huge?
He is huge, yes. He is a huge monstrosity. And has a swim speed.
Did you go over any condition immunities, if any?
It does not have any condition immunities, but while there is a head conscious, or while there are at least two heads conscious, it has advantage on saving throws against a number of status effects. To go over that list again, it will have advantage against being blinded, charmed, deafened, frightened, stunned, or knocked unconscious.
Okay.
Until there is only one head remaining.
Okay. Thank you.
At the end of its turn, it will grow 2 heads for each head that had died since its last turn. Or it has taken cold damage since its last turn. Unless it has taken cold damage since its last turn. So cold damage will prevent the regeneration of heads. That's where that crit comes in. Cold damage prevents the regeneration effect.
I just want to try something real quick.
No, I'm just going to post this so you guys can reference it.
Thank you. Oh yeah, you do have drown.
Sweet.
And he counts as just one creature? Does each head count as an individual creature?
It is one creature, but if it takes 25 damage from a single from a single turn, one of the heads dies. So say like Hargrim does another like 50 damage, that is 2 heads dead.
If I hit him with a fairy fire, is that fairy fire on all his heads then?
Well, it's just one creature.
Okay.
This is gonna be fun.
For the purposes of Fairy Fire, it's just one creature.
Is paralyzed is different than all of those that are listed there, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Okay.
You said each creature does count as a, or each head counts as a different creature?
No, they're all one creature. They're all one guy, one health bar. But loses a head until it's down to one head if there's 25 damage inflicted.
I'm going to use my, as a bonus action, Unsettling Words. Oh, is
Very
he
good.
within 60 feet? If he's not, I'll move up to where he is.
Yeah, he's just within 60 feet.
Alright, I will Unsettling Words him and then cast Hold Monster on him.
Very good.
Its DC is 17 on the Wisdom saving throw. Minus 1d10 to the save.
Well, he rolled a -2. So he is paralyzed.
-2.
Yeah, he
Oh,
rolled
the unsettling words. I see.
Let's see. He's paralyzed for a minute. And he can continue making a wisdom saving throw. But the paralyze is not lost after an attack.
Correct. And isn't paralyzed auto crits too on melee?
Yep, they sure are.
I think I'm unhappy with my turn. I'll end my turn there.
Yeah, I'd be pretty fucking happy with my turn too. Jax, it's you and the Bobs.
Is Hold Monster ended by damage?
Sorry, say again?
Is Hold Monster ended by damage?
No, it's not.
No. That is 1 minute or a lucky save
With
that he's paralyzed for.
4 people with silvery barbs in the group.
And if he had legendary resistance, you can bet your house I would have used legendary resistance, but he don't got that.
That's a very good point.
Alright, well I guess I'm gonna bonus action Shino Mark.
Yeah, buddy.
And then give him the old Hawk Tui.
Fucking spit on that thing.
Okay, you have advantage. So check for crit.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, this is gonna be so fucking dumb.
Isn't paralyzed auto crit?
It is
Or that
auto
just
crit.
Melee.
It is auto crit. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Oh well, there's.
Actually, now I'm doubting myself. Gotta double check that shit real quick. But yeah, crit is crit is crit, and it having advantage gives you sneak attack. So go ahead and cause me pain. Make sure you have all your toggles checked.
All my toggles checked.
Oh yeah, you have to be within 5 feet of the creature, making it a critical. But you rolled a critical anyways because you had advantage. the actual fuck?
No, Hargrim hasn't even had a turn.
So that is... $78 damage.
God damn.
Oh, that's heads though.
That is 2 heads gone.
Do his heads grow back if he's paralyzed though?
Yes. Yes, they will. But you know, one point of cold damage will also knock that dead. He's paralyzed. He's not frozen in time. It's different from like the stopped effect.
Hey, wait, you
where's
said
my
if you're
head
within
icon?
5 feet, you auto critic, right?
Yes.
Zoom zoom.
That is water though. It's probably. Oh, never mind. Difficult terrain or swim speed or whatever.
18 is going to hit. Roll another d8. So that'll be 13 damage. Which is going to lose another head. And it's time for your second Bob to attack, I guess. Assuming that's the plan.
I mean, this is like the one time their attacks might actually do something instead of just taking damages.
Go ahead and well, I'll just take both of that damage. So that's 6 plus another 4. So that's 10 damage. Not enough to lose a head quite yet, but very close. Anything else for you, Jex?
No, that'll be all.
Hargrim, it is your turn.
Okay. I dive headfirst into the water with my swimming speed that is the same as my walking speed.
Yeah.
My bonus action dash 35 feet. And then I move. There's 35 again. And I do have the ability to throw drown.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to chuck drown at this Hydra from here.
Mm-hmm.
So what is this? It has advantage, right?
It has advantage. What's the range of drown?
It is 2060, so
All right. So you are going to have disadvantage. So that evens out to just a flat roll.
okay, I will. No, I can't go ahead and reckless.
No, you can reckless.
Yeah.
All right, well, reckless.
Oh wait, no, you can't double advantage.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm gonna check it and let's see what happens.
Fucking fling it, bud.
That hits.
It's 5 cold damage, so he can't regenerate his head.
Nice.
That is true. That is going to be 20 damage, which destroys. It leaves it with 1 head.
Can I throw anything else? I do have a lightning where I can check.
I thought you had javelins too. Like a
I do have javelins. Yeah. I got javelins. I could chuck a javelin too. Okay. Here comes oh, it would be regular, not advantage.
Correct.
Oh no.
You do miss. Drown swims through the water and back to your hand.
Okay.
As long as it lands in water, it will be able to return to you. It's one of Drown's other effects.
Beautiful. All right, that's it.
Cool. My super cool boss monster, my optional boss monster that was going to be very scary, does nothing. It continues to do nothing. It doesn't regenerate shit, and it's Shino's turn.
You know, Teddy, for what it's worth, I actually was looking forward to this encounter.
Me too.
I saw the regen ability that we could bypass was cool and all, but I didn't think. I just don't account for Shabazz.
You guys fucking bodied it, and it's beautiful.
This is.
I just get to keep all my cool mechanics to myself. That's all.
I mean, there's.
What's that one cool ability he has? Die?
That wasn't
Perish.
on his sheet, but I should probably add it. All considered.
It's power word perish.
No, he has an ability called Wallowing Rampage, which is kind of neat, but I'm not going to talk about that until the end of this fight. Shino, what would you like to do? Mind Sliver.
Yeah. I kind of wanted to like fireball it.
He automatically fails Dex and Strength saves when he's paralyzed.
That is true.
It's an intelligence save, unfortunately.
This creature has an intelligence of 5.
Nice.
It is gonna take that 11 damage. It has no idea what the fuck is going on. Not only does it like automatically fail Dex and Strength saves, it also is going to have a minus D4 on the next one.
On to the next save.
Yeah, on the next save.
Bop, bop. I guess I could have moved here.
Very good. I am going to need 2 more D6s.
Yes, auto crits.
So that's going to be 29 damage. Anything else from Shino?
Shino's done. It's Tio's turn. I think I can breath safely, can't I, for this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can breath safely. Wow.
He fails. So he's going to take 8 damage.
Yeah, well, I guess that consumes my mind sliver. Oops. Oh well. Alright, I'm done.
Oh wait, it's a... Oh wait, you don't get critical damage on
No, not on save.
saving throw yet. Theo, it's your turn.
Okay. We're
Right,
just.
So you turn around. I just want to say, you turn around and you see 5 bloody stumps. And like one big like snake-like maw just open like right in front of you, but locked in place.
We haven't even...
Like its jaw is like twitching. There's like acid coming from its fangs.
This is still the first turn?
Yeah.
And so I will turn around like, oh, interesting. And I will point my hand in its mouth as I cast a 4th level Rhymes Binding Ice.
Excellent.
We're gonna Silvery Barbs that.
It's almost dead. He's already dead.
I know, but I wanted to get max damage. Thank you very much.
That's... I completely understand.
Well, that's 19 damage. And he's also frozen in place.
Yes, because it is the creature's hindered by ice and speed is reduced to 0. Yeah.
Anything else from Theo?
Nope.
Round 2. All right, gang, let's blow this thing and go home.
Yeah, really. God damn. I didn't realize we weren't done with turn 1.
I can't believe we almost one turned to Hydra. That just wasn't real.
I mean, I thought I
Look at
could.
this.
Never mind. Never mind.
If Hargrim just could have moved another 40 feet, that would have just been the end of it.
Look at this thing of beauty. Well, it looks like I'm gonna need 3 more D10s from you, Shabazz.
Man.
49 damage. Do you want to describe how you kill this Hydra? Because you kill this fucking Hydra.
Put all 4 blasts into the remaining head and just try to just liquefy it. And of course saying pew 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 with each blast. Pew pew pew!
I mean, I had fun, but not in the way I expected.
God, I've had a Hydra go on for almost 3 sessions because of regenerating head.
I was prepared to like upcast a magic missile so I could do cold damage, but then Hargrim's like, I got drowned, so I'm like, well, maybe I don't need to do this. So, then it's hold monster. It's like, okay, then I really don't need to do anything.
Okay. Well, this combat has come to an end.
Yeah.
Spectacular.
God damn.
The chest is not locked. It's not trapped.
Oh, Christ, bud.
There is a goblinoid inscription on the side if you want to read it.
Somebody doesn't know goblin.
I'd have to cast a spell to read it.
I can come over there. Shino knows Goblin, doesn't she?
Yep. So does the half orc. Jack.
Oh no, I don't even get a name. God.
Listen, you're all muscles now. I do know goblin. I think Jax does too.
I do.
Aren't we like the only 2? Question mark. Does Shabazz know goblin?
I do not know.
The inscription reads, "Here lies Larquis, the Wormbane, Dragon Slayer, and a Peacekeeper.
Can I get a history roll to see if I know who that is?
Sure.
Oh, sorry. 17.
Well, we'll take the first roll, and 17's that first roll. Yeah, you vaguely remember some songs and epics about the Hobgoblin hero Larquis. He was a goblinoid samurai. He came from a noble line. He sort of like traveled across the Goblinoid Empire back at its height, and there was a invasion from a group of dragons from Argonison, and he made a reputation slaying them and slaying some of them and romancing others, which led to a curious line of like draconic sorcerers within the Hobgoblin Empire. He was known as like sort of like a charismatic figure, kind of maybe something like a paladin sort of. but more. I don't know. The songs always seem like kind of fun and kind of cheeky. Like he's kind of like a swashbuckler-y type figure.
That's a chest or that's a coffin?
That's a casket. That is like his sarcophagus.
And you said it's not trapped, correct?
It is not trapped.
Can you open it, Hargrim?
Sure. I'll open it. My voice will crack when I do it too. Sure.
I feel bad. We gotta fix this. You
Wait, can't he just drink more
Oh, and
de-aging
aging health.
potions and then it will re-age him? Because that's
Well,
a
it's
side
got a
effect.
chance to. Or
Yeah.
he could go to 2 years old.
Just a baby with a fucking trident.
Right. So you open the casket, and there is a samurai inside, a hobgoblin skeleton wearing samurai armor. The armor has degraded. It looks ceremonial. It doesn't look like it's magical or anything. Like it looks like the type of like lamellar armor built specifically to bury him in, right? Not something that he wore in battle. But there's like dragon scales, and there's like a bunch of like sort of like canopic jar type things and other pieces of tribute. Held on to his chest, sort of like laid across him, is a wakizashi style short sword that is emitting the magic aura, and its crossguard is shaped like a dragon's head. It is another Dragon Slayer short sword, not unlike the one already in Shino's possession. They could even like arguably be described as a pair.
Short sword or long sword? Because mine.
It is a short sword.
The short swords could be described as a pair, or Shino's chest.
Hey, Shino has a long sword.
I have a finessable long sword. Yeah.
Right. So like this is like the other part of that set.
Oh, I see. Well, I know someone who could use a finesse weapon. Oh, but you got a gun.
I can offhand.
That's true.
Still gives me an option for sword burst blade and shit if I need it.
Is this also +1? Or
Yes.
do we need to identify it?
It has a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls. It is considered a magic weapon. When you hit a creature with the dragon subtype, it takes an extra 3d6 damage.
Oh,
We have friendship swords now, Shino.
yeah. I do the detecting, you do the smashing.
A perfect pair.
So you take it, do you?
Yeah, curse me.
Yeah, you're now cursed.
You turn into a Hydra. Oh,
Hail Hydra.
we're gonna have to repeat.
I immediately go for Shabazz.
Speaking of which, side note, but completely related. When Shabazz de-ages, does his hair grow back?
Would have had to have it to begin with.
I was gonna say, Shabazz is, he's like Mr. Clean. He was born bald.
I'd say that's ultimately up to Shabazz. A ghost does manifest. There is a moan, and rises a hobgoblin spirit. This guy is yoked. He's like 6'6", and he has like a rockin' pair of tits. Because his armor, like his tunic, is a little bit too short, so he's got like the man cleavage showing. And he has a remarkable resemblance to somebody you've already seen. Like broad shoulders, Dorito torso. And in Goblinoid, he like looks around, he looks at each of you. What's up? Someone grave robbing me?
In Goblinoid, I'm just gonna hit him with a perfect hello, nurse.
Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up? Bunch of hotties down here.
Fucking god. I just looked up the token.
And turn this swamp to a hot tub just hanging out, y'all. Jesus Christ.
None of you would happen to have scales, would you?
I got barnacles.
Nah, it's not quite the same. And it ain't a deal breaker. But, y'all fighting against evil?
Yeah, elemental evil.
Alright, cool. Rob what you please. I hope it serves you well. I can tell this kind of thing, you guys are chill. Well, for the most part, I have some suspicions, but I ain't gonna worry about that. Any of you got any free time after you die, whether it's during this adventure of yours or long time from now? Hit me up. He's gonna disappear.
Fucking ghosts, man.
And that's where we're gonna end this session. I think this is a good spot for us to wind down from today's session. You got the Dragon Slayer and pardon me, the treasure that can be taken from this casket equates to roughly 8,000 gold if you sell it in town.
Oh god.
Worth of relics. Do we have any questions or comments or anything like that we want to go over?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Oh. Teddy, I got your back. No session next week.
I was just about to bring that up. Thank you. As a reminder, I will be going on vacation starting
Sunday.
this Saturday. I think technically this Sunday. But for all intents and purposes, we will not be having session. We will not be having session next week. I'll be on holiday. I'm not going to be without internet, so if anybody has any questions or anything they want to run by me, that's perfectly okay too. Don't be a stranger. But also, please don't hold it against me if I don't respond right away. I will be trying to get some R&R. If we have any... I'm not sure where I was going with that sentence. Yeah, we're not going to have game next week. I'm going to be taking it easy. But we will be back on the 3rd of October. Trying to get some sleep. Actually, probably trying to get some Final Fantasy 16, to be perfectly fucking honest. I've been looking at it on my Steam library for the past 3 days. Fucking, I want to dive in.
You just gotta get through a couple more sessions.
Yeah. And I'm excited, but boy, I'm ready to get in there. I appreciate you guys a lot, and I hope We'll be continuing with this dungeon when we get back.
Yeah.
Until then, I hope you all have a good night and a good week and a good weekend. And I will see you, if not sooner, on the 3rd.
Bye bye.
Thanks for playing, everyone. Good game.
Have a good
Bye.
one, yeah.
Night night.